Hello everybody, welcome. Poetry Changes Lives. Here we are again, the well-known book. It's full of offering every day of the year, you know. A bit of information, a bit of history, a beautiful poem, not my poetry, famous people's poetry. Poetry that I love to put into my head on a daily basis because as you can see, I'm quite cheerful today. It's because of the poetry. I love it. And I hope you do too. PoetryChangesLives.com is the website, of course. As I keep saying, you can sign up to get this daily offering if you wish, or you can just buy the book yourself, I suppose. If you can get it at the website or from Amazon Direct or from a bookshop, anywhere you like, actually. They'll order it up for you. I think it does make a nice present. It makes a nice present to myself, I find. And I'm going to demonstrate what's in the book. On this day in 1847, Charlotte Bronte, what a person she was, a name that almost everyone knows, they've heard of. She completed writing her wonderful, extraordinary novel, Jane Eyre. If you've never read it, you really should. It's the epitome of a 19th century novel. It has everything: emotion, imagery, description, great power of storytelling. It's just magnificent. Even today it reads wonderfully. Charlotte was the longest lived of the four Bronte siblings. They all were ravaged by disease and died young. She died aged 39. It was a sad end, really, but they were wonderful. What they brought to English literature is just uncalculable, really. Less well known is the fact that their father, Patrick Bronte, who outlived them all, he died at the ripe old age of 84. He was quite a prolific writer himself. He'd been born into a poor family in Ireland, emigrated to England, changed his name from Brunty, B-R-U-N-T-Y, to the more distinguished sounding Bronte. Lord Nelson had been created Duke of Brontë, of course, in 1799, and maybe it was in homage to that, or maybe he just thought Bronte sounded more distinguished, as indeed it does, in my opinion. What would we have thought of the Bronte sisters? Would we have thought differently of them? I don't know, maybe. it's possible to speculate, but there we are, the Bronte sisters they are today. Patrick Bronte's poetry was less successful than his children's by a long way, but he was quite prolific, and it always reads to me like a sort of second-rate Wordsworth. I suspect he may have read a bit too much Wordsworth and that sort of romantic poetry and tried to imitate it. And he didn't do a bad job. I quite like his poetry. It's pretty harmless, but not as good as Wordsworth or Coleridge by any means, in my view. I'm going to read a fragment of his poem, The Happy Cottagers, which always slightly reminds me of Wordsworth's Daffodils. You might see why. Here we are, The Happy Cottagers by Patrick Bronte. One summer morn of May, when dressed in flowery green, the dewy landscape charmed with nature's fairest scene. In thoughtful mood, I slowly strayed o'er hill and dale, through bush and glade, throughout the cloudless sky of light unsullied blue. The larks their matins raised, whilst on my dizzy view, like dusky motes, they winged their way, till vanished in the blaze of day. Well, there you are. That's Patrick Bronte in full flower. Today I ask that I will be grateful for the entire corpus of English literature without the need to be too judgmental. And my goodness me, I am grateful. We're so lucky in the English language that covers the whole world, really. America, Canada, India, Australia, New Zealand. Wonderful poetry. Ever since English was spoken 1,000 years plus ago, people have been writing beautiful poetry, where they're still doing it to this day. We should be truly grateful, and I for one am. I wish you all a great day. Thank you for listening. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Poetry changes lives. It really does. Thanks for listening.